So today I made myself get up and do my normal morning stuff. I usually have coffee and do my puzzles. I do Wordle and some other games on my phone. I haven't done them all today now that I think about it. Anyway, I did Wordle and a couple of crossword puzzles. And rather than sit around and think about the things that I should be doing, I made myself get up and do some watercolor. I spent maybe a half hour doing these silly little watercolor paintings that I just learned how to do. But last night I was sitting there in my room thinking about all the things that I like to do and that I have too many interests. A lot of people, I envy people who have the passion for one thing that they go and they work at and get really good at. I have 80,000 things that I like to do. Well, maybe not that many. You get the idea though. I I like to paint. I do acrylic painting. I do abstract acrylic paintings, and some of them they're all over my house. And I've got a ton of them in my studio that I don't know what I'm going to do with. I have sold some. So I'm learning watercolor, and it's been fun. But then I'm also compiling a book that I've talked about in another video. Um, that I of things that I've saved over the years, little comments and sayings and just words of wisdom that I've saved over the years. And so I'm compiling all those into a book, and there's things I've written. I'm making this book. It's like a scrapbook right now, but eventually I want to publish it, have it printed so that if people want to read this stuff, they can. I didn't save this for nothing. I thought it's just been sitting in file drawers all this time. It needs to be somewhere where I can see it more than when I move. And so I have that. Plus, I'm trying to make a bunch of food to freeze in portions so that I have food in my freezer. I mean, I want to read books. I want to do jigsaw puzzles. I love jigsaw puzzles, and I realized sometimes I can listen to a book while I'm doing a puzzle, but I find that gets in the way of my thoughts, which is dumb. I should just be focusing on the book, but I'm thinking about other things. So that doesn't always work, but I want to grow a community. I really want a community on here. That's my goal, is to grow a community where we're supporting each other and encouraging each other and sharing tips about how to save money, how to how to prepare food, maybe share recipes, easy things that we can make that we can store so that we have a freezer full of food if we need it. There's just so many things I want to do. And I, instead of doing it, a lot of times I just sit there and spin my wheels thinking, oh, what do I want to do? So I made myself paint today. And here's what I painted. They're silly and they're cute, but I'm thinking about, I also have a book that I want to write. I dreamed up a kid's book that I want to write using some of these kind of characters. And so it's like, how do I focus on one thing without sacrificing all the others? How do I do this? Please, if you have any ideas that you could share on how I can focus better. I thought about last night, maybe just one thing a day, make myself commit to working on one of those things every day. I mean, it's weird. I've never had this much creativity bubbling up inside me where I just want to go create, 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 create. And then I just get overwhelmed and I just do nothing. So that's my dilemma right now. And if you could share any information that could help me, I would so appreciate it. And I've also decided to just share my life. I'm just going to start sharing videos, and you can listen or you cannot. But this is me. You can join me. I hope you will. I think it's fun to know about other people and how they live. So next time I paint, I'm going to turn the camera on. Maybe it'll inspire you to try. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and please join me. Let's have some fun. Let's build a community. All right. Till next time.